Hi folks, this is Suzanne from Ohio. I'm here with my page for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. This is the page for April, which was a cottage and a piece of an old quilt. I did not have a piece of an old quilt, so I had to compromise, but I thought, well, it's hardly going to show anyway because I wanted my cottage big enough to do some detail on. Now, I posted pictures of my cottage on Facebook. If you want to see or look up close, you can go over there. My post was recent, just in the last couple of days, so you should be able to find it on the Facebook page for this project. So to start off with, this is my favorite quote forever because it's about staying at home, and I am a homebody. After spending most of my life away from home, I don't want to go anywhere or do anything. Nothing I want to do or see bad enough to leave home. But um, here's my cottage, and the base for all the bigger pieces is upholstery fabric. I did a project last winter with some scraps of upholstery fabric that I found at the thrift store. And I just had them here, and that's what I used. So the house and the stepping stones in the yard are all embroidery fabric, or I'm sorry, upholstery fabric. Now, I wanted to talk to you about stitching through something this stiff. And of course, upholstery fabric has that gluey stuff on the back of it. In some cases here, I was going through as many as 5 layers of 4 layers of upholstery samples, not to mention my background and my foundation, which is a piece of Pellon and a piece of muslin. But I had no problems. And I credit that to a needle that I use. I have a needle from, I believe it's from Clover, and it's called Black and Gold. You can buy them in any size that suits your hand or your style. And the trick to them is they are highly, highly polished. So they are much smoother than you can imagine. And I had no problem going through all these layers with that needle. Now I do wear a tiny little piece of cardboard right here on my finger. I just wrap it on with some tape, and that's the only type of thimble I need. And maybe I used a little bit of it every now and then, but it was easy. So if you're going through lots of layers of things, different needles do make a difference. It's the thickness, it's in kind of metal or steel or nickel plated or blah, blah, blah that they are. But please think about that and try one. Clover, Black and Gold. Okay, the first thing to say here is my grass is three-dimensional. I had some fabric that was curtain fabric. I found it at the thrift store, and I just cut it up in little strips, and I sewed each strip on, starting from the top, working to the bottom, and as I did, I scrunched it up. So the grass is three-dimensional, and then all I did was go back and nestle in my little bits of color for flowers and grass. I did that after the grass was sewed on. These little white pieces, just the edge off of a doily, and that just facsimilates like a little a fence of some kind. So this was a lot of fun, and I'm anxious to start on maize because it does involve a bird, one of my favorite subjects. And so I hope you've all been stitching along. If you haven't gone to the Facebook page and scrolled through to see some of the cutest cottages in the whole world, go look at that page. Just delightful. All right, that's enough chatting for now. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.